Hello everyone, this is Tima. Welcome back to my cooking channel, Cooking for Health with Tima. And today I'm going to be preparing, I'm going to be showing you how to prepare a barbecue trumpet. And trumpets are also known as your king mushrooms. And we're going to be barbecuing this in the oven. We'll be using our own barbecue sauce, and I'll be showing you how to make a dry rub for your oyster mushrooms, okay? Here's all of your ingredients. You'll need your sea salt, your thyme, and you're going to need to get a pedestal so that you can grind up your thyme very small into like a powder. You're going to need your ground ginger, some clove, chipotle flakes, and cayenne. You're going to need a half teaspoon of each of these except for the ginger, the ground ginger. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of that. And your grapeseed oil, you're going to need about a tablespoon of your grapeseed oil. And we're going to mix all of that together inside of our little dish. So now that we have all of our dry rub together, let's get started. Alrighty. So every now and then, you have to wipe your hands on something and don't want to continue to have to grab a paper towel. Although the paper towel is handy near. So I have all of my, let's move my pestle. I have all of my ingredients inside of my plate, and I'm going to put them all inside of my little bowl here. Just going to mix it all together. And once I get this mixed together, I'm going to add in my grapeseed oil, and then we're going to blend that really good. So it's really not a dry rub, it's a wet rub. If your mushrooms were damp, but my mushrooms are dry. If your mushrooms were damp, you wouldn't need to use the grapeseed oil. You just rub it all over it. But my mushrooms, they're not wet, so I'll be using my grapeseed oil for this. All right, so I'll take this, put this out of the way, and let's clean some of that up. I like to keep a clean area, although it's just a little that fall. I still like to keep a clean area when I'm cooking. Alright, and I need my grapeseed oil. So I'm gonna get all this mixed in together, and then I'll come back. So I'm mixing in all of my ingredients together, so you just want to have it mixed up really, really good. It's gonna be like a nice little paste here. So we get this really, really mixed in. So we're going to be working with some parchment paper. I'm going to take the parchment paper and we're going to fold it like so. Alright, so right inside of that crease, that's where we're going to put our oyster mushrooms. And we're going to start basting our oyster mushrooms with the sauce. Well, with the wet rub. So we're going to use our hand. And rub it all over it. Get it all in there, all over the crowns. So these are some smaller oyster mushrooms. But look, right. So for this, I'm just going to use the smaller oyster mushrooms. And I'll go ahead and I'll get all of these rubbed down really good. and I'm going to let them sit to marinate in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes or so. Then I'll come back and we'll go into the next steps. Alright, so I have all of my trumpets covered with the marinade, and so now I'm going to close this up. So we're just going to take this and pull these in together, squeeze that on down more, that's here, and you're going to take one in, fold it over, then you're going to take that other end. Hope you guys can see this good. And you're going to fold it in. So when you fold it in, it's going to be like this, right? So you just took it and you fold it over. Now we're going to take the side here and roll it down and press, roll down, press, roll down, press, roll down, press. Get the other side, roll down, press, roll down, press, roll down, press, and then we're going to roll down the top and press it. See, so it's fastened up all around. And we're going to let this sit in the refrigerator for like 30 minutes, okay? And when we take this out, we'll be ready to put this inside of the oven. We're going to put it inside of the oven. It's going to sit inside of a ceramic dish, okay? Because we're not going to just put this on the racks in there. So I'm going to take this, put it inside the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Then I'll come back and then we'll be ready to put this inside of the oven. So while I'm waiting for my oyster mushrooms to marinate in the refrigerator, I've already put together my barbecue sauce. And Ty Pendleton has a really great recipe for putting together barbecue sauce. I actually have it written down, so I'm not going to go through the preparation of it. And I'll probably put it inside of the link for the video. So he uses 6 plum tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of agave, a 1/4 cup of date sugar, a 1/4 cup of white onions, some smoked sea salt. If you don't have smoked sea salt, then just use regular sea salt. 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. You're going to use a pinch of clove, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, and then you want to blend all of that together. And then you're going to put it on the stove, let it simmer for like 15 minutes or so, and you'll see that it thickens up and it'll also darken up, okay? So I have mine all blended down. I did make the full amount because I'm not going to need the full amount for what I'm going to be doing. Then there's another barbecue sauce that I like to make too. That's actually my mom's, but I like his barbecue sauce as well. And then I just wanted to spot it here. All right. So it's almost time to take my oyster mushrooms out of the refrigerator and put them inside of the oven. And when I come back, they'll probably be prepared. I've taken my trumpets out of the oven, and now we're just gonna open this up. I wonder if y'all could see the steam that came up out of that. I want you guys to see what this is gonna look like now, because it'll create a little of its own juices. So I'm gonna show you this. And then we're going to baste this with our barbecue sauce. Alrighty, there we go. So it's still quite warm. Well, hot, really. So we're going to just baste it on both sides with our barbecue sauce. There we go. We're going to be very generous with our barbecue sauce on this. And we want to flip it over. And we're going to get more barbecue sauce on it. And we're going to put this back in the oven. We're going to put our oven on broil. And we're going to leave this open. It's not going to be closed now when we put it back in. And we'll let it stay in for 10 more minutes. And then we'll be all done. We should have smell-o-vision. Okay, so I lied. I'm not gonna put the mushrooms back inside of its own container. I'm gonna put it on my wire rack. So I'm gonna put it on here. First, I'm gonna oil this down really good with some grapeseed oil so that it won't stick to it at all. On broil. Okay, I can handle it now. Just gonna put these in, give them their space. And these are very well seasoned on both sides. Right, so my oven is on broil, and this is gonna go back on the middle shelf for 10 minutes, and then we taking them out, and they'll be done. And here we go, guys. It's all done. This is your barbecue trumpets, oven style. Hope you guys like. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and make comments. Can't wait until you guys try this. I'm sure you're gonna like it. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the video.